Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to cover a ton of new topics for the past week, and let's get straight into it. So to start, we're going to take a look at statistics for Kaspa. So right now, our current supply is currently at 21.78 billion, and currently the price is at 14 cents. Our volume is at $76 million in the last hours, and our market cap is at $3.14 billion worth of market cap, putting us at rank number 25. I just want to point this out, and I do this a lot. Recently, Kaspa just had a price surge to the price of 15 cents, and it had a big sell-off at that 15 cents mark, which is reasonable because it's kind of like a psychological level there. But a lot of people don't realize that Kaspa actually put in a brand new all-time high in terms of market cap. This is because the supply of Kaspa has a very high inflation rate, but currently there's already 75% of all the Kaspa has already been mined. Every single month there's a reduction, and currently in the next 2 days there's going to be another reduction to reduce how much Kaspa is earned per block mined. Every single Kaspa that gets mined is every single second. So right now, the current block reward is 156 Kaspa. So that means every single second, 156 new Kaspa is being put into the supply. And then in 2 days, it's going to reduce to 147 Kaspa per block. Our highest hash rate has been 91.23 petahashes. It's recently decreased a lot. And I'm assuming because all the miners are going to be getting shipped this month. There's a batch of KS0 Pros that are probably going to get shipped later in this month. So probably all the companies that were using them to pre-mine whatever they wanted to get before they ship it out to the customers, they probably unplugged them and started getting them ready to ship. So currently the hash rate's at 77.78 petahashes. And this is really good to see that the hash rate is just continuously increasing because it just shows that adoption is happening in the mining area for Kaspa. If we're taking a look at our top addresses, we could see that currently we still have exchanges as the top wallets, and Kucoin does really have a big supply of Kaspa still. I really highly recommend you guys, please do not keep your Kaspa on exchanges. It is not a safe place to keep your Kaspa. If we're looking here, we can see that a few whales have actually been selling. So in the past 7 days, we've lost 5 whales here. But other than that, everything is looking pretty much the same. And these numbers here keep decreasing, which is very important because it just shows that the distribution of Kaspa continues to become more decentralized. Another great place to see some analytics for Kaspa is at this website called Kaspa Lytics. And here you could see how much of the supply has not moved for certain periods of time. You can see that in the last 3 months, more than 50% of the supply has not moved at all. It's currently sitting at about 52.48%. That means Kaspa has literally just been sitting in a lot of people's wallets. No one is really messing around with it. In the past 6 months, you can see that it's at 36% of the supply hasn't moved in the past 6 months. In the last year, about 15% of the supply has not moved. And then in the last 2 years, this just continues increasing, but about 1.41% of the supply has not moved in the past 2 years. So this is just really good analytics to check out to see if people are really getting rid of their Kaspa, or it looks like people are mainly just holding on to it. And that's just truly because Kaspa is currently serving as a store of value because people are seeing the future potential of what Kaspa can bring to the table in the crypto space. Now let's cover some news topics. So first off, if you had your funds on TXBit, please go and join the Kaspa Discord. There's a Telegram that you can now join to maybe possibly get your funds out of TXBit, and they're working with them to hopefully get your funds recovered from that. But if you have any Kaspa that was on TXBit has officially fully shut down. There's no way to really recover your funds through the exchange, but this Telegram may help you out. So please check that out if you have your funds that were lost on there. Also, recently we had a new vote for Kucoin to add a new trading pair, and I'm glad everyone chose the Bitcoin Kaspa pair because this is what won the vote. So Kucoin is going to be adding a BTC Kaspa pair, and that's really good because I think that's probably one of the most important pairs to have for Kaspa is that BTC to Kaspa pair. Next, we're going to talk about a few exchange listings. So over the past week, we had 3 new exchange listings. One of them was on SuperX. They open up trading for USDT pair, and another one is called exchange.io. This is more of a swap exchange. And then the last one was BitTrue, which is actually a pretty big exchange, but they finally opened up trading for Kaspa on the USDT pair as well. Next, we have here that Kaspa was implemented on a really neat app called Bit Request. This app basically just lets you request money from people in different cryptocurrencies. It's a really neat app. You should probably check it out. You could just search up Bit Request, and they have like a website version and app version and all kind of stuff. But it really is cool to see Kaspa getting adopted in this way, because this is exactly what Kaspa is intended to be used for, and that is for payments. Next, we have an update on 10 blocks per second. If you watched last week's news video, Coder of Stuff gave us an update that possibly on December 2nd, we would start the testnet. And Coder Stuff has a brand new update about this testnet startup. So Rust rewrite update, it's December 2nd. So this is a short follow-up from the previous update. A major refactor that optimizes how we're storing records in the local database has been completed and is undergoing testing. Takes a few days. We are still working on other related changes to efficiently function under higher BPS. This means we are slightly holding off the internal testnet 11 restart until this refactor work is done, but it puts us in a much better position when we do restart. If you're interested in seeing more of the technical stuff, Coder Stuff's tweet is going to be linked down in the description. There's going to be a Google Docs file that you can access, and it's going to have a link to every single tweet that was put in this video, so you can go ahead and check it out yourself. The next news update I have here is about adoption for Kaspa. This person says a man has joined Kaspa Discord to create a very secure desktop wallet by his friend's request and for fun, and immediately engaged in a deep discussion with key developers. Man, I love the way Kas devs community grow, and this is just proof that people will come to Kaspa and want to develop for it because they see the potential and how much attention it's getting, and eventually developers are just simply going to want to work for Kaspa because they want to get in on the next innovation for crypto. And this developer here says, for me, it's always been about security. I'm doing an electronic ledger compatible wallet that uses Crystal Kyber PKE and AES for encrypting mnemonics for non-ledger wallets stored on desktop, and just for it to be one. I particularly do not care about traction or usage. I've got a couple friends that want a very secure desktop wallet, and for me that gives enough motivation. I'm not particularly a fan of web wallets, so that is why I feel like contributing to a wallet diversity is good. And it's very true. Wallet diversity is very good. As long as more people have different options, then more people can get adopted onto Kaspa, because some people just simply don't like the Caspian wallet, or some people don't like Tandem wallet. They don't like one key. But as long as more people keep wanting to develop different types of wallets, then it'll allow for more adoption to come to Kaspa. The next post we have here is Bubblegum Lightning actually asking at hashtag a question. And if you don't already know, at hashtag is the founder of Kaspa, Yonatan Samplaninsky. His question is, let's see if I can conjure him. Why is 100 blocks per second the speed to shoot for opposed to 30 or 50 BPS? Even 10 BPS has proven to reach the same throughput as an average day for Visa. Yonatan actually replies and says, high BPS affects speed of confirmation and number of miners competing for confirmation. In particular, lowers the bar for a service provider L2 rollup operator to run its own L1 miner sequencer while guaranteeing to its users who send transactions through it only sub-second confirmation times. Bubblegum Lightning says, makes sense, but what are the specific advantages or considerations that make the 100 BPS the target rate? You can get sub-second confirmations at 65, 75, or 99 BPS, albeit with less network congestion flexibility. Yonatan says, with 100 BPS, controlling 1% of the hash rate will give you 1 block per second. So you, wallet, rollup, other operator can mine your own users' transactions. And this is the key thing about Kaspa's proof of work, that increasing BPS seriously makes this proof of work probably to become the most decentralized in all of crypto. These are some other times that Yonatan has answered this question, and he has said MEV can be solved with extreme block rate, DAG processing 50 blocks per second. Another one here is, I suppose in the order of 1 second, accelerating from 1 block per second to 10 or 100 per second doesn't improve this confirmation time metric. Rather, it enables small miners to mine blocks very frequently, which decentralized mining and allows circumventing shared mempool. And this is the thing, when you increase blocks per second, it actually can encourage solo mining, which then encourages decentralization and actually is able to compete with Bitcoin in terms of decentralization, because in Bitcoin, you can absolutely not solo mine because of the block rate being so slow. So this innovation really proves that proof of work can actually scale, and it's different to what most people believe about proof of work. The next post we have here is from Jim Bum, and this is Kaspa actually being mentioned on a Fidelity article. This came out on November 16th of last month. So that's pretty insane that Fidelity actually decided to talk about Kaspa. So for sure, it's on their radar, and Kaspa is pretty much on everyone's radar when it comes to major institutions and major investors. They're looking at Kaspa, and it keeps defying all the odds of what people were originally thinking of what this coin could potentially do. The next post we have is from Dr. Martin, actually confirming that there's not one, but actually 2 ETFs in the works of Kaspa, and he believes that there's going to possibly be an ETF for Kaspa before Bitcoin. Now, in my last week's news update video, I actually described that this ETF is actually for a European company, and so it's really called an ETP, I'm pretty sure. So it's not exactly the same like a ETF in America, but it's just the same type, called an ETP. And nonetheless, that just means some kind of company is looking to actually allocate funds into Kaspa to let people who hold stocks be able to have access and exposure to Kaspa's price action. So it's going to be very interesting to see when we get more information about a possible ETF type listing for Kaspa, and that just shows that more and more adoption is coming for Kaspa. I have 2 more things here. This tweet was something that I made, and this is basically just calling Robinhood out to possibly list Kaspa, because truly I believe that Robinhood would be a very great provider to get access for US investors. And it would be really important for them to try to list Kaspa before all the major exchanges do, like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, and all the other ones. If Robinhood can get in on this before they do, I think it will be very profitable for them and a smart move. So if you don't mind, please click the link down below to all the sources of all these tweets and check out this tweet, and please just at Robinhood, at their support team, at this person as well. This person is a Robinhood crypto general manager. At this dude, just try to get more attention on this post so that maybe Robinhood could see it and maybe they can list Kaspa on Robinhood finally. The last thing I have here is that I just wanted to announce that I officially joined the Kaspa Mining game. I'm looking forward to getting some experience with it and showcasing it on the channel. So yeah, I just recently bought a Ice River KS0 Pro, and it should be coming in this week. So you're going to start seeing some new content in terms of mining for Kaspa, and I think it's just a really good idea to do this for the channel, so that practically this channel is covering all aspects of Kaspa, even to the mining game of it. So I'm going to be putting out more videos showing you guys that experience, how to set it up, and how profitable it is, and all that kind of fun stuff. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate your guys' support. This channel has really been taking off this year, and truly I am grateful for you guys. If you guys have not considered getting a cold storage device to hold your Kaspa offline, I highly recommend checking out the Tangem wallet. I'm going to be actually making a video showcasing the Tangem wallet 2.0. Tangem just announced that they did a brand new audit, and they can confirm that this chip on the Tangem card had no backdoors or any security vulnerabilities. And I'm going to be describing this in a brand new video showcasing Tangem 2.0, which actually allows you to import a seed phrase if you want to. I don't recommend it, but I'll be showcasing that in a future video. And if you're interested in getting this Tangent wallet, there's a link down below, and if you use the code Kaspa Silver, you get 10% off, and I'll get a commission as well for that. So I just greatly appreciate it if you do use my code. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, don't be average, be different.